Ani, Bazu, Nagani, Anishtabekani, Stacey, Laforme, Diznakaz, Credit Dunjaba, Mainga Dodum, Mississauga, Nishnave Dao, Giima, Stacey, Laforme. I go by Giima because it's more in keeping with our language. Chief is a European or Canadian construction, and so I give it back. But I answer to Chief, out of respect to you and until you're aware. So I'd like to acknowledge the Creator, the world around, and our place within it. I'd like to acknowledge the many nations that walked this land in the past, the many nations that walk it today, and welcome you to the treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe. I'd like to offer you a prayer as we begin. We give thanks to the Creator for allowing this gathering. We ask that He guide us and forgive us when we falter and disappoint. For though we aspire to greatness, we are after all only human. Grant us a clear mind, a pure heart and courage, a clear mind to make intelligent, well thought out decisions, a pure heart to make decisions that are without personal bias and desire, and the courage to use both, a clear mind and a pure heart in our lives. Let us set aside small differences. Let us concentrate on real issues. Let us not be bogged down in rhetoric. Let us live each day with a feeling of accomplishment and pride. Most importantly, let us remember, we are not adversaries nor are we enemies. We share a similar past, a kindred spirit, and a common heritage. We must always remember the real reason we gather, to do the right thing for our people, our children, our future. Miigwech. So, I use the arts, poetry, whenever I give a speech. Well, not all the time, but whenever I remember, I use poetry. And I do it for a reason. You see, I could stand up on the stage and quote facts and figures for an hour, but as soon as the test is over, you'd forget. But the arts allow us to bridge gaps and transcend boundaries, so we can make a connection on a deeper level, and that's something that can last a lifetime. So that's why I use poetry as my form of arts that I use whenever I give a speech. So, the arts, they aren't just, they're beautiful, pleasing to the eyes, to the ears, to the heart. But because they are such powerful tools for human growth and expansion, artists have a responsibility to make the world a better place, to use their gifts, to transcend those boundaries, to connect people, to use those skills and messaging to change the world. I want to read you a poem I wrote for another event, but I think it's applicable here. We were promised. We lived in a world that has such beauty, yet that beauty is overshadowed. Even our mother, the earth, cries. We are losing any sense of connection to our planet, to each other. Our future is no longer promised. It was not supposed to be this way. We were promised love, happiness, and safety when we came to this world. Yet it seems promises do not possess the weight they once did. No longer are they born in the heart and formed in the soul, but are merely words of convenience that flow from unconsidering lips. We were promised. As each promise fell, so too did we. But we still need them. Never has it been more apparent. We need to reclaim the promise that we're all born into, that we have a right to. Stand with me. Take my hand. Let us remember and let truth emerge from the heart and spirit. A commitment that shall not break nor wither with age, but only grow stronger in time. Let us build on our promise and heal wounds. I promise to be better, to do better. I promise to love, honor, and care for our Mother the Earth. I promise to ensure our children grow up and do not live under the shadow of violence. I promise to embrace the things in life that make you and I different. Before the Creator, in front of the world, from my heart and soul, all this I promise. I said in the past, and I still believe it, that it won't be politicians and it won't be soldiers and armies that decide the future. It'll be poets, it'll be storytellers, it'll be musicians, it'll be dancers. It'll be the arts that determine our future. Miigwech, be safe, be heard, Bamapi.